From North Conway. Get ready. This is White Mountains Today.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today, and very psyched to have Jack Steffen from Gorham Bike and Ski joining us on the set. Good morning, Jack. How are you?
Good morning, Kelly. Thank you for having me.
When's the last time we spoke? Was it last winter, or did we have you on early?
It was last winter, but I've come in a couple of times since this season.
Not my show, though.
That's
Come
correct.
on, Jack. You know I like hearing about the latest
slipping.
gear. I know. So let's talk about Gorham Bike and Ski. You're located right in the Jackson Lodge.
Exactly. We share the same space with the Jackson Ski Touring Foundation, and it's really worked out well for us. We've really had a great time working with them. They're terrific people, and everybody's on vacation up there, it seems.
It's wonderful. And it's known as a concept shop, and tell me why.
We're a concept store because we have a close working relationship with both Swix and with Fisher. I think it really works out well for the customer from the standpoint, for example, with skis. Instead of having 2 or 3 samples from 2 or 3 different manufacturers of the same ski, we can fill in and offer a greater selection of different types of skis for the skier. So the selection is a little bit better, and we get terrific service from Fisher and Swix.
And I know I've been skiing on Fisher for over 20 years, and always loved my skis. But it's time for me to update, and let's go into some of that you have. It is true. I have the fish scales, and the camber probably is flat now and all this other stuff. So tempt me with the new stuff.
Well, I think one of the newest things is the Fisher Twin Skin. In Europe, I'm told that over half of the classic skis sold are skin skis. Every manufacturer makes them. I think what really makes the Fisher ski work so well, and you can see the skins in here, are the skins have been around for a long time, since the 90s.
Like climbing
anyhow.
skins.
Exactly. But they've refined them slightly, and they've also made a couple of design changes. The key is to get a little bit better glide with the ski. Having that transition from the glide area into the kick area is really what makes this Fisher ski so good. Having the twin skins allows them to have the groove totally down the ski, which makes it a much more stable ski. You'll see some that have a patch in the middle. They don't have that.
Now, what makes that stable about the ski?
Well, it glides truer.
Oh, okay.
This helps keep it centered.
Yep, keep that channel, because
exactly.
it turns the liquid a little bit below the ski, correct?
Well, every time you ski, you're always creating a thin film of water. That's true. And they have a pattern that you'll oftentimes see on the bottom of the ski that helps dissipate that moisture.
Right.
So you don't have suction. The ski is a little faster and a little more efficient on the snow.
Great.
When you wax your skis, non-wax skis still need to be waxed. They have the front glide area, the rear glide area. When you wax that protects the base and that structure, as well as, so if you're going over and you hit a stone or something like that, the damage will be less rather than a bare material up there.
And you mentioned moisture, because they can dry out. Is that correct?
They can, yep. If you look at this under a microscope, it almost looks like a sponge. There are a lot of wax pockets in there. When you keep the wax in the ski, it, like I said, makes it a lot more efficient. So you're getting more glide with each kick.
Yeah, it's
you're
time
going
then.
further with less effort.
Now, what about the step? I mean, am I going to get more grip with this than the fish scale?
Well, one of the things we've always had with the scale or with the skin skis is good kick. So they've made a couple of design tweaks with this to make sure that you get the good glide. First off, you can see that they're offset. Yeah. So when you're going from that transition from glide into kick, boom, you hit one, then you hit the other rather than hitting both at the same time.
So it's smoother?
Yeah, a little bit smoother transition, exactly. When they mill this slot out for the skins, it's deeper here, meaning that the skin fits into the ski a little bit further than back here. So back here underfoot, it sticks out from the ski a little bit more. You get better kick. Here it glides a little bit more because it's set into the ski a little bit.
Now, I would worry about these things wearing out. What is the sort of the life of it?
Life expectancy is really hard to tell, but it should last years before you have to replace it. You can have it replaced. You can replace it yourself, although I recommend taking it into a shop. You know, we've seen people come back and
super glue
it's backwards.
all over.
I can only ski backwards.
Right. Well, wonderful. And there's just a wax or something you put on it to...
Swix has just come out with a new product, and you spritz it on a rag, put it on there to stop any icing up, and you're ready to ski.
All right, I think this is going to be the ski for me. I really think that would be a good fit. I'm ready to upgrade. I was ready to upgrade like 10 years ago, but it's convenient every time you come on this show, I can say, I have old skis. So
next. So this is a skate ski. So there are really two different types of skis that we sell, basically. Skate ski, which is a lot stiffer ski, and it's a shorter ski. You can see that shovel over there is a little less pronounced than a classic ski would be.
Now, is this a long skate ski? Or is this about average?
No, not particular. This is probably for a 135, 140 pound skier.
Okay.
Yep. There's a flex number that tells us how soft or stiff this ski is, and we match that to the weight of the skier to get optimum performance.
Awesome. So you've been doing a lot of classic this year.
I have.
I've been told a lot of skate skiers just love it. They love the speed of skate, so it really is a personal preference whether you're going to come in and want to do the skate ski or the classic. Do both.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of our skiers, what they'll do is they will, when we have a fresh dump, it's softer out there, they'll be out on the classic skis. When it gets hard packed, you know, we're in between storms, they'll go to the skates.
And because you do need a groomed surface for the skate ski.
Yep. They, at Jackson, they do a fabulous job. I mean, you can...
World class.
Yeah, you can skate in, you know, just about any weather, but it's a little bit easier when it's and it's a little faster when it's a solid platform.
Okay, so let's move on to the bindings and the boots so we don't run out of time here.
Okay. So the bindings look quite similar. In this case, we've got an NNN, New Nordic norm, and these work out really nice because you don't have to drill into the ski anymore. So this fits on a plate, on a black plate, that's permanently affixed to the skis. And what that allows you to do is move the binding after it's mounted to the ski.
Perfect.
We mount it on the balance point of the ski, which gives you optimum glide to kick.
Okay.
But if the conditions change, you can move the bindings forward for better kick at the expense of glide, or backwards for better glide at the expense of kick.
So many options now.
It really works. It's a nice system.
It is. And so the different boots for the different types, you have the classic here.
Classic boot that's soft. You get a lot of flex on something like this. This happens to be one of our more popular boots. It's called the Fisher Control. It's got a cuff. A lot of people like a little bit more ankle support. We have a lot of hills out in the Jackson Ski Touring Center, and for a lot of people that gives them a little bit more comfort.
I know you have that new trail. What is it?
The Keeney Trail.
Yeah, the Keeney Trail.
It's everyone's favorite.
Is it?
It is fabulous. Yes.
Good. Yeah, you need a little ankle support, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Excellent.
And then we've got the skate boot, and this one is a lot stiffer. You cannot torsionally twist this, and you couldn't use it for classic because it's really a stiff sole.
So it really is going to give you that push.
And this particular boot has carbon fiber, so it's really a stiff boot. The strap helps keep your heel in the heel pocket.
Yeah.
That said, this is one of the most comfortable boots I've ever worn.
Really?
It's
just wear it
warm.
around?
Yeah, it's fabulous.
And real quick, because we're running out of time, how do you gauge the height of your poles for each of the
Great question. So for classic, when you're standing up, we look for the pole, and it's the same pole for both disciplines. But we look for a pole usually around shoulder high for classic.
Okay.
For skate, they're a little longer, something between the upper lip and nose, somewhere in that range.
Geez, I think mine are like the straight out arm thing. So, eesh.
That would be more of an alpine pole than anything.
It probably is. All right, Jack, I got to come visit you. Gorham Bike and Ski, when are you guys open?
We're open from 8:30 to 4:30 daily.
Wonderful. And can they find you online?
Yes, we're at gorhambike.com.
And I'm sure there's also links if they're on the Jackson site already that they can get over.
Absolutely.
Check out all the gear. Jack, thank you so much. It's always a great educational experience for me and inspires me to upgrade my gear. I think it'd be a whole lot even more fun than I have already.
I think
so I
it would be.
appreciate that. All right, folks, we'll be back. We have more coming on the show, more weather.